Welcome back. Now we're into the checking out the component phase. I do want to say this. You're probably asking yourself, Jack, why don't you do more repair videos than show and tell videos? Well, there's a very simple reason for that. As we talked about earlier, my bad eyeballs, most of the time, even though I could see pretty decent, and as stated, I still have issues. It's not perfect, but I get by. So for me, what I need is a lot of magnification and a lot of light. Still, I could see this. That's not a problem, and I could mostly make out the print on the capacitor. It's a little challenging, but I can make it out. Now, getting in here and seeing the value on that resistor, let me see if I could bump you in. So that looks about as close as I can get you without going too fuzzy navel on you. In real life, I cannot see the color code of that. So I need my flashlight to introduce light, and I know the camera right now is blinding, blown out. I need light and I need magnification. So most of the time I'll have my head in the way of the camera because I need to get right up on it. And even though I've got the things that I need for seeing components, this resistor I cannot make out. It's best that I don't put my head always in the way of the camera or visual aid in the way of the camera. I would like to produce a better video than that. Therefore, I try to keep my videos to a minimum. Those with vision issues could understand and sympathize with that, I'm sure. Alright, so with that preamble set aside, and I hope you could understand why my videos are the way they are. Show and tell videos instead of hardcore ripping and tearing. And not only that, it's no common secret, or no secret, that I am learning the craft of electronics. So I don't know everything, and I have to stop, and I have to do research, and I have to study, and I have to learn what's happening. And so there's a lot that goes on in the background for me personally in order to try to produce a somewhat better video, an okay video. So what we're looking at here, per the schematic per the book, this is supposed to be a 47 ohm resistor, and as you can see in line, I'm getting half of that. Well, not even half of that. Oops. So what is that? 1.3 ohms. So that's a little off, I'm thinking. And this one down here, I cheated. And see, that's something else. The manual for me comes in real handy, especially these Heathkits, because they declare what the value is on the pictorial. And I like the pictorial with these Heathkits for that reason. Because for me, it makes my workflow go a lot faster than having to sit here and spend 20 minutes trying to figure out what in the world am I looking at. Alright, or supposed to be looking at. This here is supposed to be a 2.2 mega ohms, and as you can see, it's 2 ohms. I can't see the band, but I think it's a silver band. So I'm going to say we're okay with that. We are in tolerance. I have no tolerance for out of tolerance components. That's for sure. Just kidding. Let's flip this over and check out our guts. Alright, have it flipped over to look at the bottom side. I went ahead and printed off a pictorial, or this pictorial. As you see here, it gives you the values. and it makes it a lot easier to run through. Like I said, especially since I have issues seeing, and again, those that also have issues seeing can understand and appreciate the ease of doing it this way. And so, also being a visually impaired person, as political correctness, I'm sure, I don't care, being blind, flashlight is your friend, is your best friend. And my flashlight goes a lot of places with me. If I don't have this, then you know what's on my cell phone. Cell phone's really nice too, because I got a magnifying app on there that turns on the light and uses the screen to really get in close. You can take pictures and videos with it. It's a really neat app. But for me, you'll see this on my desk, and it's with me doing a lot of tasks that is away from electronics. So the next thing I want to do is go through and look at things here. Of course, I forgot to look at things on the other side. Get in here, poke around, see what moves, what doesn't move, what shouldn't move. And then I'll come in and I will check the resistors. So everything appears to be nice and solid. I don't feel anything that is loose. So with that said, grab my probes. And hit this resistor right here. Turn up my flashlight so I can see a little better. Alright, so that should be a 1 meg. And why ain't I reading 1 meg? So 1 meg. And we have, okay, so that looks good. We should have another one tucked in there. And that should be a 2.2 meg. And if it was any bigger, it would have, or if it were a snake, it would have bit me. And I apologize if the camera's all blown out because of this. So we got 2.2 megs. And now we have 2 back here. One of them should be 1 meg, and I can't really see the arrow for the other, but I think it is also a 1 meg. Okay, so that looks good. So this is where my big head wants to get in your way right all of a sudden. Okay, that looks good. Okay, we should have one back here. It's 470 ohms. And just dropped my flashlight. Alright, so that one's a little low, but could we contribute that to other factors? Do we learn to live with it? I think I'm going to live with it. I know in the book it talked about didn't have certain values, so they were substituted. Alright, so that is 1.2 megs. That should be a 1 meg. It's really kind of getting at the outer edges of its tolerance, but I think I'll live with it. Let's see here. Did I do that one? Yeah, I did that one. Alright, so we come down here. I think this is also supposed to be a 1 meg. Color code looks the same. 1 meg. Okay, perfect. And one of these is going to be a 2.2. Okay, well, I'm fat and happy with that. And the next one is a 390 kilo ohms. Oh, it's the same tie point on that one. That one's a little high. Let me make sure I'm spot on where. Alright, so that one is definitely out of tolerance, so we'll need to replace that one. Now these are half-watt resistors in here. I don't have half-watt resistors. I thought I did, but they're quarter-watt and 1/8 watt is what I have on stock, so I have ordered half-watt. So when those come in and the tubes come in, we'll be able to finish this video. Let me retest that. I don't remember what I said. What did I get? Should be 390. And what did we get? 5? Yeah, 5. So, yeah. Still out of tolerance. And that one, I think, is supposed to be 100K. Let me check the other one. And that one should be 470. And then 2.2 is the next one. Now, I still have the tube in socket. Could that tube be influencing the reading on the resistors? That's a good question. We'll find out. So this one here, this can be a 1K. Okay. And then this should be a 10K. Looks good to me. And we have another one in here, 3.3. Oh no, that's 33K. Alright, so that one checked fine. So it's these two right here, that red. Different. So let me go ahead and pull the tubes. Okay. Made no difference with that one then. And then the other one should be 100K. Alright. So, not the value we wanted. Alright, so I need to replace those, or I need to pull those two out of circuit, test them, and see what's what. Need to replace that other one. Need to pull these capacitors out. And get the other ones stabbed in line. So now you see why these pictorials are blind people friendly. It made this go really, really quick for me. And you also get to see the struggles that somebody who is somewhat visually impaired has to struggle with. Keep in mind, I am not complaining about my vision, even though I've mentioned it a lot in this video. It's something I really don't do. I don't sit and boo-hoo over it. But I think probably more of a better explanation on why I don't do a lot of repair videos is the struggles that I do have. So it's just easier for me not to do it in front with the camera in the way, or me being in the way of the camera. Videos go on forever and a day, and then I have to spend a lot of time in post thinking, gosh, what's good, what's not. So, alright, with that said, with the magic of video editing, I'm going to go through and I'm going to pull these out, and when we come back to the next scene, those will be replaced, the resistors will be replaced, the new tubes will be here, and we'll check those out. I will go ahead and take this time to hit these switches with some penetrating oil. That way they have time between this scene and next scene to break apart. Just that little bit right there helped. Wasn't paying attention to the camera, and I didn't realize I was off screen a little bit. Alright, so we got that. Alright. Wow. Alright, we're going to let that set and soak in, do its natural born thing, and we will catch you in the next scene. Actually, let's just go ahead and make this the end of part 2, and we will catch you in part 3. How's that sound? Sounds good to me. See you there.